Welcome to Dear Career. I'm Tiana. I'm your host. I realize that I've been recording some episodes and I haven't even really done an intro. So I wanted to get into it and kind of talk about why I decided to do this podcast. I'm a social worker. I am a coach. I've been working in HR for over a decade, and I love dealing in the talent space with talent management and recruiting. That's been my happy place. And that's kind of really where I got started. I love helping people with their career. And I noticed that I started to, on the side, help out friends with resumes and really work to give tips and advice when it came to how my friends and my circle could advance themselves in their career. Growing up, I actually grew up in a foster home. I was adopted through foster care, and the focus of career really wasn't at all a focus. I didn't even really know what benefits were until I started my first job out of grad school, my first full-time job out of grad school, which I was like 27. And by that time, I started an HR position directly full time, and I had to teach people about benefits. And that was really my first time having my own benefits. So I've learned so much. And if there's anything I can do in life, it really is to help others. I've always been very interested in helping people. And I think more recently, it's been very much focused on helping women and helping women advance their careers. And I am just really passionate about that. I started my real career with being an RA when I was in school. I would say that was probably my first real HR job, even though, it's not an HR job really, but there were so many foundational things I learned in that role that I still use today, and I still use those skills today. Um, and I have carried that through becoming a social worker. The social worker piece is something that people always get a little confused by, and that's because what we call a non-traditional social worker, and I'm very proud of being a social worker because I worked really hard to obtain my degree, and I think I am through and through very much a people person. And social work is very much about people work. I think being non-traditional, I still have clients, of course, as a coach, but from the perspective of the non-traditional side, clients for me as a social worker are typically employees or working in the recruiting space. My clients would be a lot of times candidates. As a coach, clients are typically job searchers or job hunters. A few years ago, I started to try to figure out how I could help my community a little better and provide a different insights to uh, working working women, working individuals, and I started to host sessions at the library where I would do some group coaching and really kind of focus on key ways that individuals could be more effective in their job hunt. And these were free sessions. I wasn't getting paid. The community were able to access that information by just coming into my sessions. And I realized after I had my son, it was actually a little bit difficult to get myself to the library. And so I really thought maybe there's another way that I can still provide certain insights and information to, I guess, a community at large, but to just the job hunter, to women who are looking to advance their careers. There are topics that I found to be common from friends and from individuals that have gone to library sessions, as well as a lot of times candidates. So I'm excited to get into my topics. The Dear Career podcast is really about, I wanted it to be a little bit of a love letter to your ambitious self in ways where you can hopefully fall back in love with your career and take on the journey, and soak in the journey and really understand how you can get to your next place. If you're not where you want to be today, let me help you get there. I would love to help you get there. If you're not quite happy with where your career has gone, I would love to be just some extra insight for you to get you to that next place you want to be. I want to keep my episodes short, so that way you can be on the go and listen to them, and hopefully they provide insights. But I also want it to be engaging, have some topics that I think are really important to the job hunt, and trying to advance your career. I've gone through topics that are really common for today, like working with AI in the job hunt, as well as really trying to dig in a little deeper with my social work side and focus on what mental health and the workplace, mental health and the job hunt. I've experienced going through a layoff. So I really want to drop on my experiences, my personal experiences, as well as my new journey in motherhood and trying to balance work as well as being a mom, which is very common for women, but also just with being a mom, with being postpartum. More recently, I've dealt with an increase in anxiety, and anxiety is really common in the workplace. So I really want to kind of get into some of those topics, take on some questions that you have. If there's ways that I can help you advance in your career, I also want to hear about any successes. If there has been any ways that I've been able to help, I want to hear about those. I'm excited to learn a little bit more from you. The beauty about being a coach is that we never stop learning. We're always engaged and always trying to learn from our clients and grow ourselves. So I am looking forward to that. I think this is going to be an exciting next chapter and journey for me. And so please come with me. I look forward to it. I am going to do my best to show up as I am, whether that's like this morning and full of pancake batter for for my transitioning solids baby, or whether I'm just been sparked a topic because something came up in some of my other work and I felt like it was important to talk about. As a social worker, we always say we want to meet our clients where our clients are. And I'm hoping that you'll do the same for me, meet me where I am, whatever that looks like, because who knows? I don't know. I know I've recorded some episodes and questioned them, but I am excited to get through the topics I have. And I'm excited to dive in a little deeper. And hopefully, you can learn a little bit more about me as well as my experience, but also me as a person. I tend to be a bit more introverted and quiet when it comes to my personal life. But I know once I start helping others and I get really engaged, I get super excited. And so I'm hoping that this will be a platform that helps me channel my energy and really be of service to other people. So come with me on the journey. I look forward to taking you with me.